There you go. Can everyone hear me now? Okay, we have a hiccup tonight, and we have our guest coming on in a second, and we have our host coming on in minutes. But I'm going to announce our first guest called Monsters Alive. I'm going to bring them in. You there?
Hello.
Hey! Sorry, I know it looks a little different this week, but um, we'll make through it. I like your headband there. It's very stylish. Very
Thanks.
good.
Gotta
Yeah,
keep the
yeah,
hair out of my face.
absolutely. And as a moderator here tonight, we have Mia coming on to help moderate some comments. Let me bring her on in a second here. And she is right there. She is going to answer, she's going to ask the questions that people are asking, and you can answer them. So there's Mia, and me, myself, and then you guys, and then Doug will be on shortly afterwards, and we'll go from there. So outside of that, what are you doing tonight?
Oh man. Okay, so tonight we are doing some hard coating of foam.
Nice.
Yes.
How
So
often?
everybody saw the booth at Fear and a few other shows, and the product is done. And I wanted to show everybody how to use the product and show them the end result. So I already have a piece that's done, and I can show them that. But I'm going to show them the whole process of um, mixing and spraying and the finished result. It's gonna be a messy evening. Hopefully not too messy because I'm wearing that really awesome shirt from Clint. So
Yeah,
hopefully it's not too bad.
I think it's gonna be fantastic. So, what are you working on tonight? What's the actual project? What's the I see something hanging behind you. What is that?
So in typical Monsters Alive tradition, we have a show coming up, and we take epic booths. So we are working on a booth tonight that is completely carved out of foam. It is a mountain sort of ish.
Nice.
So it's pretty much just like a whole bunch of stone. I used inspiration from my local area, which is just full of Missouri rocks, and that's what we're going to be basing it off of. So I'm super excited to show you guys you can only see it. There is my mountain of foam. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
So that's a big block of foam. Where do you get your foam from?
I get my foam all over. So the biggest thing, like for sourcing out foam, now I've got a guy here in town that produces foam, but it's so expensive, and I don't like paying full price for a block of foam. This is um, a 4 foot by 8 foot by 4 foot piece of foam, and um, another 2 foot by 4 foot by 8 foot piece of foam that we've sort of all put together. So, like, if you go and buy this is over $1,000 worth of foam.
Holy moly!
But yeah, it's crazy. But like when I travel and I go to all these shows, I plan on coming back with an empty trailer, and I'd like to fill that empty trailer with foam. So I look at Facebook Marketplace, sometimes Craigslist, to find people in the areas that I'm traveling to pick up foam. Dallas is a great place for like Texas Hunters Convention. On the way back, I go through several states and I'm like, hey, let's see who we got along the way. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So we'll see.
Right on, cool. Well, I don't want to keep you very too much long here talking, but we can jump right into your class. So, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right. So let me configure this here so it's you full screen. Let me see here. We got. Oh boy,
Oh,
let's do this here. Nope, that's not gonna work. I think I'm going to remove myself from here, and it should give you access. So,
We're on. Hi, everybody. Are you guys ready to coat some foam? I'm ready. It's going to be a good time. Where'd Mia go?
I think they were putting you in full screen.
Oh, okay. Oh,
no, no, no. When I remove me and make you the entire screen, both of us have to leave because we want to give you the platform to do what you do best.
okay.
Okay, so let's try this again. Let me get us out of here, and then you are ready to go.
Awesome. Hello, everybody. For those of you who do not know, I am David Quinn of Monsters Alive. This is my lovely wife, Jennifer. This is my ornery son, Aiden. Say hi. Hello. Hello. And we're going to coat some foam this evening. So we have our own concoction. I'm going to show you guys how to, whenever you get that, how it comes and what you need to do to get it ready. And all that good stuff. All right, so we've already got our foam back here already carved, and I would show you guys how to do that, but maybe we can do that in another class. Hey, Chris, there's an idea. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give the camera to Jennifer, and she is going to walk around and sort of follow me. All right, so here you go. Let's see, can we? We don't know if we can or can't. Let's see here. We're going to. Oh, we're going to do that and settings and camera and camera. Hey, there she is.
Done. I wasn't done. And there. Now it's good.
Okay, so the biggest thing is whenever you get your mix, you get this big bucket full, and you're going to want to make sure that you mix it up really, really good. So let's go ahead and open that bucket and show them what they get. All right, so you're going to get something that looks like that, all right? And what you're going to want to do is make sure you mix that up really, really good. 5-gallon bucket requires a big mixer, so you're going to need a power drill, something that plugs into an outlet. And don't try to use a battery-operated one; it'll just drain your battery. And then a long mixer. So we're going to go ahead and mix that up. So you're going to want to make sure you get all the stuff that settles on the bottom, get it all mixed up. All right, let's go ahead and show us what that looks like. All right, so see that? That's what it looks like. That's the look you want. All right, go ahead and throw that back in there. And I've already got some of it poured out into another bucket. We're going to go ahead and mix that up just to make the process a little bit quicker. You're also going to need a hopper sprayer. This is used for putting like spackling on walls or drywall or stuff like that, all right? Now, I like to keep mine while it's not in use full of water. That way nothing hardens up in there. All right, so I'm going to go dump this real quick. All right, so we got that all dumped out, and we're going to have Aiden fill me up. All of it. Yep, go ahead and dump it all in there. You will need an air compressor to run one of these bad boys. Perfect. Thank you, son. Right, it's right. Here.
I knew that.
So you're going to take your air hose, plug it into your hopper, I have my PSI turned all the way up, so I'm at like 120 because I can alter my PSI right here on the nozzle, okay, or on the gun. Now, very important, after you have that all ready to rock and roll, safety first, guys. So we're gonna take this. Hayden, will you take this for a second?
Got it.
And we're gonna put on our face mask. And then you're just going to start spraying. It really helps to have an extra hand getting the next bucket ready for you. Most important thing when you're doing this is nice, even coat. You can come back in and add another coat. You don't want to be too heavy with the flow, okay? So don't just flood it and coat the whole thing in one go, all right? When you're doing this, you want to make sure you hit multiple angles as well, okay? Because the way the foam is, it's got those little beads. It'll pretty much create a shadow. So you don't want that. You want to make sure you get a good coat over everything. So you may have to change your angle a little bit. Come in from the back, sort of spray it that way. Yeah.
About how much surface area can a hopper that size cover?
Quite a bit. I would say I'll be able to get the majority of this section here. Like if you had a full hopper, that would do this whole front section. Now that would be your first coat. So you would want to do probably another full hopper on this whole front to get something that's really, really solid. There's probably half a gallon in this right now. So it was only about this full.
Do you recommend priming the model before painting?
So no, not really. You don't have to. That would depend on what it was that you were doing. So I'm making stone. If I was going to be coating it in fiberglass or something like that, then yeah, you would definitely need to prime it because fiberglass will eat through foam. But no, you don't have to. Not with what we're doing here. Yeah. So does that answer that question?
And then does this create a hard-coated paintable surface after curing? Does it take paint well after curing?
Absolutely. That's exactly what we're doing here, and it most certainly does. It takes paint very well, and I'll be able to show you guys what that finished product looks like because I already have a piece over here that is finished. So yes, absolutely. Any other questions? All right. I think we want to go ahead and get our next batch ready. It is hot in this mouth, guys. Woo. So whenever I tell my guy, go ahead and get my next batch ready, you guys want to be constantly mixing this before you guys put it in the hopper. That way you get all of it even. That's very, very important. That's what Aiden's doing right now. Trying to get it from different angles. All right, so that's the end of batch one. I want to go ahead and show you guys how much that actually covered. We only did about that much inside the hopper. So Jennifer, step back and show them how much that gray actually covered.
All right, it's all in there.
So yeah, that's a lot of coverage. So that should answer your question. That's gonna a full hopper would definitely do the whole thing. I do not recommend filling your hopper up. Because let me tell you what, that thing gets really heavy, even with just a gallon in it. It's really, really heavy. All right, son, go ahead.
When working with foam, what PSI do you recommend using so you're not blasting tunnels in it?
Right now I'm doing 120 psi. Biggest thing is like I'm not getting too close. I want it to spread out. All right, so I want it to spread whenever I'm spraying.
Show them with my hand being the foam. About how far away you recommend it?
About like that.
So what? 12 to 16 inches?
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and show them how full that actually gets.
Now this is a 1 gallon pail. About that much.
Keep going. That's about all the weight you guys want to put in it. That's heavy.
That is pretty much a whole 1 gallon pail.
I'd say that's about half full. When it's really full, guys, let it sit on your hip a little bit and do the face of everything. All right, that way you're not dumping. If you try doing that top piece right there, you're just gonna dump stuff out and you're gonna have a huge mess. All right, so just set it on your hip. It helps take the weight off and lets you know that you're not supposed to tip it over. All right. All right, let's go.
All right, got another question. Notice that you mostly do back and forth motions. Would it be wise to shake the hopper in between sprays to keep the coating shooken up?
No, you don't need to do that because I got somebody over there mixing it for me. Yeah, you don't shaking it, you're just gonna end up making a mess. I would definitely just go back and forth or up and down. I grew up painting cars, so back and forth. Spray, let off. Spray, let off. That gives you a nice even coat. Look, we almost got the whole front going. Here, just a little bit. Thank you. It really helps having extra hands when you're doing this because you don't want to be holding the hose and worrying about that while you're over here spraying. Are you operating this drill right now? Okay. Everything is like this. Get the whole front?
Looks like it.
Holy smokes. What a tour, guys. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a lot of work. You may not think holding that thing up, but look at me. My veins are popping out. Right there. So right now, I'm just going back through, getting in those light spots where some of the white is showing through. Alright, so like right here, we got some white spots in there. I'm just going and spraying those. Let's see, there's a little light spot there. Alright, I got like that much left in my bucket, guys.
I got a spot over here for you.
Oh, yeah.
There. You want to pause? I got questions.
Okay, yes.
Is there a way to dry brush with a sprayer, or do you have to do all that with brushes?
No, you cannot dry brush with a sprayer. The way that dry brushing is done, and the reason why they call it dry brush, is you dip your paint or dip your brush in your paint, you wipe most of it off, and then you dry brush with it. That's why they call it dry brush. So no, unfortunately, you can't. The only thing you can really do, like with a sprayer, as far as paint goes, is you can create highlights and shadows, foreshadowing and forced highlights. So if you took white and you sprayed down, that's going to be a forced highlight. If you took black and you sprayed up, that's going to be foreshadowing. Yeah. Go ahead, honey.
Your spray pattern is very narrow. Can you widen it to cover more area, or do you specifically have it narrowed down for the stone?
So I've actually got this on the widest setting that you could have it. And I do that because I want as wide of a spread as possible. The reason why it looks narrow is because I am close. All right, because I want to make sure it gets into all the grooves and whatnot. So I'm pretty close. I'm about 12 inches or so away from the hole. So no, it's actually set on its widest setting right now. That's all the questions? Awesome. Okay, so I still have like that much left in my bucket here. I'm gonna go ahead and hit these edges. As you guys see, I went in and I put wood in certain spots here because I want you to actually be able to walk up this. So there's wood here, there's wood there, there's wood there, there's wood there, there's wood here, there, and up there and coming down. That's okay. And I did that so that I can put my mannequins up here. I don't have to worry about them. If I want to walk up this and stand, I don't have to worry about it. and I'm just spraying this hard coat directly over that. It's not going to have any issues adhering to that. So it makes it much more sturdy to be able to stand on, and I can still spray it. So win-win. I got like 2 inches left. Think we can make it the rest of the way with what's in there?
Yeah.
I think so. I'm gonna pull my cheater bars out. Just so I can get a different angle on my spray. Oh, we're almost there. I'm like a half inch. Oh, we're still going. And that's it for that one.
Yay!
Any questions?
No, but Fear Expo says 2-time Booth Award winner.
Yeah. Yep. We have one best booth last 2 years. And guys, it's not easy, but it can definitely be done. Like, this is how you make award-winning boots right here. So we're on 2 gallons of this stuff, and we've done the whole front, and we've done one side with 2 gallons. And guys, there's a lot of cracks and crevices in here. If this was flat for the most part, oh man, this whole thing would be done with 2 gallons. Now, guys, keep in mind that is coat number 1. Best way to tell if you're going to need another coat is after this is dry, go through and knock on it. If it hurts your knuckles to knock on it, you're good.
They want to know what your mixture is.
I can't tell you my mixture, but it will be available on the website very soon. So we do have it down to a science. It's been a long road figuring this out, but it is awesome, guys. It is amazing. It's super flexible. You can see it's sprayed through the hopper. It's one and done. Just you don't have to go in and brush it on, and it's amazing stuff. Yeah. Any other questions? No. All right. How much time do we have?
I have no idea. The live says 44 minutes right now. Oh, here, Doug's on. Doug's on.
Hi, Doug.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
That was a good class. Sorry I was a few minutes late getting in.
You're good, Doug. Was it all right?
It was great. I know that everyone who was on really got a lot out of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What's up,
It's
Chris?
hot over here. I don't know about over there, but let me tell you, it's hot.
Yeah, it's we can tell. I mean, it's definitely, what is it, about 89 or like 90 degrees there?
It's almost 90 here. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I
Yeah.
tell you what, I I think that it was a great class. It was definitely something a lot of people have been asking about, and to see you show the technique. Um, First of all, I'm gonna have a talk with the guy doing my foam and being like, "How come it takes you 3 days to hard coat something?"
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of work,
Yeah.
but it is super rewarding. You get really cool sets, you get really cool trade show booths. It draws attention, and I mean, maybe we can do a class another time on foam carving, and I can show you guys how this is done and how to glue these pieces together, and all that stuff. And I'd love to teach that. Um, but there is one more thing I have to show. I have to show the finished product.
Yeah.
Okay, so before I am done and can step away from anything, I need to put some water in this. Okay, so I'm gonna have Aiden dump some water in this because last thing I want is my gun drying up and getting as hard as a rock. You see what I did there? All right,
Do
there
you
you go.
you end up
I'm just
spraying a
gonna
little bit of that water too?
do what?
Do you end up spraying a little of that water out so it actually goes through the gun as well?
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm gonna slosh it around for a minute. Just make sure I get some of that stuff off the side. You won't want any of this.
And this is the same bucket, like when I'm scooping the stuff out, I'm rinsing my hand in it as well, just so it doesn't stay on my hand.
And then I built one of these really awesome hoppers. It's not, I didn't build it, guys. It's just a quick clamp. It's a Harbor Freight clamp, and it holds your hopper. And I leave it full of water, so I don't have to worry about anything drying up inside of there. So now I'm going to show you guys the finished product. And if you guys went to Fear Expo, you saw the booth, the pit of hell. That was all done this exact same way. This piece here is also done this way. So this is the front from hell. And let me tell you guys. First, here's some. I'm gonna knock on that somehow. Go, please. It's for. Yeah, super sturdy, guys. I'm pushing on it and it's flexing. I know you guys can't see the flex, but I'm pushing on it and it's flexing.
You can kind of see your thumbs.
Here you go. There you go. Maybe you can see that. All right.
Nice. That's awesome, Dave. Anyone have any more questions for David before we end up calling it a night? Any more questions? Well, I tell you, Dave, it was kind of nice to bring back the education side that we started 51 episodes ago. Back when we first started Fear Expo, a lot of it was we do one night of education, then one night interview. And it's great to see you bring that back. We haven't done education in a while, and I'd like to see over the summer more people show people what they do and how to do it. So hopefully we can get more instructors out there, but you've always been one of our favorites, and we really appreciate you coming on and doing this.
Man, I can't thank you enough for having me on the show again. I'm just like, it's super cool to be able to share this. Like, I want this community to grow and become bigger and better than anything you could ever imagine. So the only way to do that is by sharing and not holding back.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna share my mixture with you guys because that's top secret. But I am super excited to be able to share the ability and the know-how with you guys. And if you guys are going in and doing some hard coding and whatnot, you have questions, please feel free to reach out and message me. if you get done with the project and you're like, holy smokes, I learned so much from you. Thank you so much. Send me pictures. I want to see what it is that you're building. I want to see what you're working on. And yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's all about growing and becoming bigger and better than what we are individually. So,
Are you on any social media?
absolutely. We are on Facebook. We got a YouTube channel we just opened up here. I don't know what, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We are. You can see some of our stuff float around on Instagram, but best way to get a hold of us is through Facebook, or you can just give me a call. My number is all over my website. That's monsters-alive.com. That is my cell phone number, so you can pick up the phone and reach me. I will not answer while I'm laying in bed, but any other time I will answer the phone.
And that phone number is 573-836-1519.
There we go.
Do you have a Facebook page? Anything else you can think of?
No, I mean I don't think so. Thank you guys for having me on. Yay, I'm so excited.
Well, thanks again, David. We will see you again really soon. I'm sure we'll see you before next year's Fear Expo. And love everything you do. Can't wait to see what you create next. Send us pictures, David.
Absolutely. Whenever I get this all done, I will definitely send you guys pictures and post it up for sure.
Awesome. All right, everyone. That's going to be our show for tonight. We really want to thank Monsters Alive, the whole crew over there, and David for everything he does. From us at Fear Expo, we're just so honored when we can bring this education to everyone who turns in. If you are interested in being one of our Haunt Master instructors and teaching a class, make sure you reach out to us. Chris, I think besides saying, I think Tan's coming back next week, so it'll be Tan's show again. But besides thanking all of our sponsors, want to thank Haunt Pay, Stan Winston, Sithon, Scare Factory, Mile High, the Halloween Shirt Company, VFX, Brutal Rust, and Purgatory Props. And of course, Monsters Alive for everything they do. We will see everyone next week. Chris, you got anything to end?
Stay spooky.
Oh, wait, we all got to do that on 3, just for Tan, all right? 1, 2, 3. Stay spooky.
Hey.
See everyone later. Have a great night.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.